start us off with the opening statement about your team most recent outing.
Uh, Great football weekend for JSU football. We came away with a great win against a great football team, really good football team. A lot of athletes were on display this past weekend. A lot of scouts in house, and just pleased the way my team came out and played for 4 quarters and found a way to win. We got some turnovers on the defense. Offensively, we got to protect the ball. We did have 4 turnovers on that side of the ball. Special teams played well, but hats off to Coach Cozy and his staff and his football team. They really came in here and played a great game. It was a championship level field in there in the vet this past weekend, but very proud of my team and where we are right now as a program. But we got to put that behind us and look forward to going down here to Bethune and Daytona and playing them for their homecoming this weekend.
Thank you so much for that opening statement. We'll now have questions from our media, starting with Doc Holliday.
Coach Taylor, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing, Doc?
I'm doing good. I'm trying to get my energy back up from this weekend.
What a
No,
game.
but a lot of people was asking a question about throwing on first down where we had the run that was going good for us. Tell us what was the mindset about that going
Mhm.
just passing on first down.
Well, usually, heavily in the last few weeks, we've been a heavy run on first down. You just try to keep, defenses unbalanced, try to come up with some good quick game ideas where you can get still those 4 and 5 yards on some of those first down calls. So it was a deal in our game plan that we just felt like we could, change some things up and, get some easy completions for Jacobian on some first down situations. So that was the thought process there.
And then the second question, I know the hit heard around the SWAC. What was your feeling and just your mindset about that play?
The one you talking about, the Jacobian got hit?
Nah, the Dan Richardson.
Oh, oh yeah, when True Thompson got to him.
Yeah,
Yeah, is that Gerardo G baby as we call him, our kicker missed that kick, that long field goal. The defense was jogging past him, and you can hear him tell him like, "Hey, we finna go get this ball back. We finna go find a way to get this ball back." True just did a great job. Our D tackle did a great job of, defeating a double team. He splits a double team, and he just laid into him. He never checked up, ran through the guy's chest, did a good job of creating a turnover. And Philip Webb has been playing good football as well all year. For him to pick that up and get it in the end zone was awesome. Just a big time play. And, I played a lot of games in the vet, and coached some games in the vet, but that was probably the loudest I ever heard it get on that particular play.
yeah. Thank you, Coach, and you have a good one.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Kendrick Marshall.
Yeah, Coach. I could help not notice that you were pretty fired up about the outcome of the football game. You were really enthusiastic with your assistant coaches and your players. How
Mhm.
much does the win mean for you, and why did it mean so much to you?
It's just the way that they dominated us last year, and we know what this game, a game like this means for our program. You're talking about a team that was ranked FCS nationally, one of the top teams in HBCU football. So, as a head coach, I got to get the energy level up and make sure our guys are playing at a high level, make sure these coaches, are coaching at a high level. But, it means a lot. It means a lot. But I told the team today, the rest of the way, the word is complacent. I don't want to get complacent and just get up for the FAMU game. We got to play hard in each and every game that we got going forward. There's still a lot of football left. That still the East is undecided, the West is undecided. So we still got to play good football and go out here and execute each and every weekend.
Just want to talk about your defense. I know True made the big hit, the sack fumble at the end of the game, but your defense held FAMU to no points in the second half. What adjustments did you guys make to kind of make that happen?
Well, that's all on our defensive coordinator and that defensive staff, Coach Quinn. They had 3 explosive plays and those 3 touchdowns in the pass game. And then, like you said, after that, our D line turned up their level of play. Our 2 linebackers played a phenomenal football game. Reed Pulliam and Ashton Taylor. They got after. We talked about the True Thompson hit right there in the forced fumble, but Reed Pulliam comes back the next series and dislodges the ball, and Ashton Taylor, the other linebacker, recovers it. So, and for them to take a lot of heat off of the A&M game, they didn't play their best game, and for them to come back and respond, I can't say enough about those guys, on the defensive side, the coaches as well as players.
Appreciate it, Coach.
No problem.
She loves thee.
Hey Coach, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So it's a big emotional win for FAMU, and you're taking it's a comfortable lead in the SWAC East. How do you plan to keep the team grounded and focused, especially heading into a matchup with Bethune-Cookman for their homecoming? So what's going to be the approach to maintain that intensity and avoiding any letdowns?
Today I told them we just got to keep practicing and preparing like we've been preparing each and every week. We know that was a big win for us, but that didn't decide the Eastern Conference yet, the Eastern Division yet. So we still got a ways to go, and they understand that. These dudes really practice hard each and every week. The three days we're out there on the practice field, they get after each other really well, and they want an opportunity to win the East. And they're doing that. They're preparing like that, and that's how they're approaching these football games. But they know we still got a long ways to go before that's done.
And just as a follow-up question, in the first half, we saw FAMU was running this kind of play where they would clap their hand and then kind of like calm themselves down. They'll kind of fake look to their side of the coaches, and so that would make the DBs relax. And we saw a couple of times that they caught some of our DBs off guard. What was the adjustment made from the first half to the second half to ensure that they don't get caught off guard?
Just to be ready for it, like you said, they had the explosive play off of it early on, and that was a great scheme, great adjustment by their coaching staff. I've seen some teams do it, but nobody in this conference has done it to us for that matter, and that was the first time we saw it. So anytime something like that happened, you got to rely on the coaches to get over there, get it coached up. But a well-schemed deal by FAMU and that offensive coaching staff to do what basically was a check with me, and then just to snap the ball at that tempo. That's going to catch a lot of people off guard probably the first couple times. But, Coach Quinn and that staff, they did a great job of making an adjustment and coming out and playing better in the second half.
All right. Thanks, Coach, and good luck next week.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
Charles Bishop.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
What's up, Chuck? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I wonder, I don't know if this group gets enough credit, but talk about the work your offensive line has done this season. A staple week in, week out is Jackson State rushing for over 100 yards.
Yeah, I mean, they are a big physical group, that really plays with a chip on their shoulder. They compete against each other. They all want to be the best one up there, but to get Evan Henry back, Chuck, in this game, we didn't think he would play in this game. For him to suck it up and go out there and play good football, and we went out there and rushed for 245 yards against a good football team. I can't say enough about that group. They do a great job of keeping, the quarterbacks clean. And when we ask them to run the ball, they go out there and get it done. They had a big goal line deal where I told them, like, if we can score this touchdown, we can put them away right here. And they was like, run behind me, coach, run behind me. These guys really, they play well together. They're a close-knit group, but it goes back to the O-line coach. Coach Manny Ramirez has done a great job with those dudes. It's just blessings to get him over here. A guy brought in that came over from Tech that was at Texas Southern, and they have really just bought on to what he's teaching in that room.
Oh, sure thing. I appreciate that, Coach.
No problem. Thank you, Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
Still have time for one more question for Coach Doc Holliday.
I want to know what adjustment for the defense was from the first half to the second half, where you basically limited them to no scoring in the second half, and also kind of pretty much held them in check on rushing the ball. What was the adjustment that y'all made for the second half?
Yeah, just going into that game, we always have done a great job against, teams that want to run the football. And we love to make teams one-dimensional, and I thought they did a good job of that. FAMU has a strong, big physical O-line, and I thought our D-line would match up well with them. going against their quarterback, we wanted to make him throw from the pocket. You know, we wanted him to make those throws from the pocket. And that's what they did. You know, they kept him bottled up in the pocket, you know, and then we wanted him to beat us from the pocket. And we knew if he was in that pocket, we could get to him. A lot of his explosive plays are just, you know, him scrambling to his right and throwing the ball down the field, allowing those receivers to get open. And I think the question was earlier, you know, the one big adjustment we had to make was the whole check with me system they had going. You know, they had got a couple of explosives off that play, off that particular scheme. So that was the one major thing that we had to fix going into that second half. And they did a good job.
All right, appreciate you, Coach.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking the time to join us this morning, Coach, and we look forward to speaking with you next week.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.